Yesterday, we got a huge Taylor Swift announcement. We got the announcement that the Eras Tour is going to be getting a behind-the-scenes documentary series, which is just way better than a movie. And we got the announcement that we're also going to be getting a brand new Eras Tour movie, which includes the Torture Poets department. So I thought today we're going to analyze the trailer that announced these two projects and see if we can figure out anything else that might be included in this documentary series. So let's go frame by frame each individual clip. So to start with here, we of course have the shiny Disney Plus logo, and this is of course backstage with Taylor Swift in a Speak Now dress. So this is clearly for the Speak Now era, and it looks like this is going to be what she looked like during the final show in Vancouver, which obviously is going to be from the movie.
People like to talk about phenomenons.
Oh, so we've got a full clip there of the whole arena, looking at how the crew get together to build it. I am really interested in that part because Taylor Swift, over the 2 years of the Eras Tour, did talk about how much she appreciated the crew members and how many jobs the Eras Tour actually created in each new city that she went to. So it'd be really interesting to see how the set is built in each new stadium. We've got her doing her hair and makeup there, looking at the pre-works before the show. Then we've got her here rehearsing with her dancers for the vigilante part of the set, with obviously the iconic chairs. And it looks like she is teasing here the Life of a Showgirl colours being orange. We've got Andrea Swift returning. It looks like they are looking at a moment on Taylor's phone. Clearly some sort of big announcement. Maybe it's a FaceTime. Maybe it's an achievement that the tour has created. It looks like they're definitely speaking to someone. So whoever it is, it must be really, really important. And it's great to see that we're going to be getting some behind the scenes footage with Taylor Swift's family as well, similar to Miss Americana. We've got Taylor speaking in the car, smiling, which obviously must be about some sort of achievement that's going to be happening, or maybe something to do with the new album. This really does remind me of Miss Americana. We got loads of moments in that documentary about her being in the car and the phone calls that she can receive in that. I'm really excited to delve more into that. We've got here back again to that clip from previously, looking at behind the scenes just before she enters the door through for Speak Now.
As if it was pieces falling into place.
Oh, so there we had even more construction, and it sees just how tall the set has to go and how much work is put into it. Then we've got this wonderful image here full of loads of different songs, which I think this here might be her selection process of which songs to choose for either a surprise song or for the actual set itself. You can see each one is in a specific era. So we've got Cold As You, that must be a place in this world. The Outside, tied together with a smile. Then we must move on to Fearless here. We've got Jump Then Fall, Today Was a Fairy Tale. We've then got Speak Now, Mine. I'm assuming more Speak Now songs are underneath that. Then we've got the Red Era, Everything Has Changed, Starlight, Begin Again. These all seem to be very much in order. Then we have 1989, obviously, You're in Love, New Romantics, Slut. So that there proves that this is taking place after 1989 Taylor's version has came out, which makes me think this was a planning board for the songs in the European leg and the 2024 leg of the Eras Tour, because obviously 1989 Taylor's version and Slut didn't exist until after the first leg of the Eras Tour. Then we've got Lover from the Lover era, The Man, The Archer. We're moving into Folklore, 7, August, This Is Me Trying. Now, obviously, some of these songs do appear actually in the show itself. Lover definitely, and The Man and The Archer did appear in the actual show itself. The rest of them are all surprise songs. So it makes me think that Taylor Swift just has this board of every single song that she has, and then when she needs a surprise song, she goes up to it and she can decide which ones might work, which I think is really cool, because I was always wondering, how does she choose which songs to do and which songs to tick off and which songs has she done or hasn't she done? If she has them all literally written out like this, it makes so much more sense. Then we have Taylor Swift working out at the gym. I'm down bad, crying at the gym. We get to see a full workout routine, and that I am really excited for, because the way she's spoken about, you know, how much intense physical strain it was to do this 3.5 hour long show and how much training she had to do. I'm going to be really interested to look in the behind the scenes to see just another side of Taylor Swift that we haven't really seen before, but we know goes on in behind the scenes. Then we've got her walking around in the iconic TikTok shoot, of course, where we got the Easter egg A12, meaning August 12, for the announcement of Taylor Swift's 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, in August the following year. This is obviously filmed in 2024, just around the European leg of the Eras tour, but interestingly, the A12 is all the way back over here, and I reckon this could be a little Easter egg sign, because we've already got the exit sign over there, and they've decided to show all things being A13. Does this mean that this could be an Easter egg, that we could be getting something in August next year for Taylor Swift's 13th album, or is it just an Easter egg of 13? It's interesting that they've shown this part of the clip in the trailer and not the A12 part. We've got Taylor and Travis backstage, which is really, really sweet. I think there's going to be a lot of Travis in this docu-series. Unlike with Miss Americana, where we got to see a little bit of Joe, but never really his face, Travis is going to be front and center here. We've got, again, another clip of this Speak Now moment, but in better detail.
As if it just happened.
On December 12th, I'm so excited. That is, of course, the Lover House being burned down, going into the Fearless era there. The Lover intro moment, I'm so excited to see that again from a new version this time.
This tour wasn't.
And we have, again, backstage footage. This looks like it was taken from the same footage that was used in the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart music video.
All the pieces.
Yay, we get to see finally the jump into the pool and how they rehearsed that and how they made that. That I'm very interested to see.
Fell into place.
We've got Taylor running off there in her red era, obviously to get round for the next era. The 6th episode docu-series. This here looks like Taylor Swift is celebrating something. Maybe it's to do with an achievement that the Eras tour created. We've got obviously her family there as well. So here we've got Taylor Swift recording, and it looks like she's probably going to be recording The Life of a Showgirl here. I am intrigued though, is she also going to show recordings of the Tortured Poets department? Because we do know that was also being recorded around the same time as the first leg of the Eras tour came out. So I wonder if this docu-series will look at both sides of that and how one side was kind of harder to record because she was going through so much, and the other side was a lot more lighter to record. Oh, a lot going on at the moment. We've got obviously backstage here of lots of different clothes from the eras. We've got 1989 there. We've got Lover. We've got Midnights. We've got Torch Poets. We've got, I think that's Midnights as well. Fearless, Reputation, and of course the red t-shirt. A lot going on at the moment. Well, we know there's always a lot going on.
One of us who had.
Or even more backstage footage. We get to see moments of the band, which is going to be really exciting.
So much work.
Oh, so even more moments of laughing backstage. I can't wait to see how they just built these routines, how they choreographed them, all sorts of stuff like that. Like, look at this. Look at how much effort is being put in. There's trucks and trucks, loads of stuff being put in to these stadiums to make this tour. Shows just how many jobs were created from it. And it'd be really interesting if we can see maybe perspectives from workers who are working on the set of the Eras tour, building it, construction work. That isn't just Taylor Swift. I'd be really intrigued to see that. Then we've got some cameo moments here. We've of course got Sabrina Carpenter, and it looks like that's Taylor Swift playing her something. And that was of course the moment where Taylor Swift brought Sabrina Carpenter out from her Short and Sweet tour, where she ended up performing Espresso and Please 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 with Taylor Swift live on stage at the Eras tour. But it's also a little Easter egg because obviously white and orange, that was then hinting that Sabrina Carpenter was going to be a showgirl featured on The Life of a Showgirl. Got more cameos, of course. Got Ed returning. He returned in London to sing Everything Has Changed with Taylor and Thinking Out Loud, which is so fun to hear. There they are singing that. Then we've got Florence and Machine. Of course, she came out to actually sing a fully choreographed version of Florida. So it's going to be really interesting to see her perform that and how they choreographed that moment. Because that was only in for, I'm pretty sure, one night of the Eras tour. Maybe those 3 nights, but it wasn't for long. Yes, there it is, that moment. It was fully choreographed Florida moment. It was so epic to see. Gracie Abrams, of course, who was a support artist for Taylor Swift, and then they, of course, collaborated for Gracie's album, The Secret of Us, for their song Us, and then they performed that on the Eras tour, which, of course, is that moment there, which is really, really cool. And again, orange dress, hinting at The Life of a Showgirl.
Where we all.
Another backstage moment of the dancers all dancing, choreographing, getting ready for rehearsal.
Together.
We've got Taylor Swift giving the speech that she would give at the start of every single Eras Tour show, so it'd be really cool to see what those speeches are like. Discover what it takes. We've got, obviously, friendship bracelets, everyone putting their hands together for the Fearless Heart. Oh, so we've got backstage moments of when Travis Kelce decided to take part in I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, obviously in London. According to Taylor Swift, he apparently just asked, could I be on stage? And Taylor was like, yeah, of course. So this is them rehearsing that moment. Obviously, this shows that Travis is going to be heavily involved in this documentary. There's the iconic moment. So we've got moments of Taylor before the Eras Tour as well, and her writing process, which I'm so excited about. I feel like we got a glimpse of that in Miss Americana. I think we're going to go even deeper now that we've got 6 episodes to delve through this. This looks like Marjorie, her grandma, with Taylor Swift in April 14th, 1991, playing early piano. Obviously, Marjorie, the song, is about her grandma.
Record you can break.
We've got Taylor Swift with her dad and mum there after one of these shows.
This tour.
Taylor Swift, obviously in the background there, is talking about how she can break every single record with this tour. And I reckon this here is probably an interview that she's doing about all of the record-breaking moments that this tour has led to. We've got obviously the after parties there. They're still in all of their glittery outfits. This looks like probably the after party at the very end of the show in December. To create a phenomenon, it was a phenomenon by far. It still is a phenomenon.
Is to close the book.
I mean, that's just brilliant. The fact is, we also already got an Eras Tour book to end the first leg of the Eras Tour, and this is definitely signifying it is the end of the Eras Tour era with this documentary, which is, of course, why it's called The End of an Era. It's such a brilliant wordplay. I absolutely love it. This, of course, is Taylor Swift at the end there in Midnights. The end of an era. So excited. The exclusive 6-episode docu-series, which makes me think, how are they going to play this? Are they going to do each episode chronologically? Is each episode going to focus on a certain aspect of the tour? So one might be focusing on the songs, one might be focusing on the choreography, the collaborators, the life of a showgirl, or is it going to be chronologically? We haven't found out yet. We do know that the 6 episodes aren't coming out all at once, which I kind of like, because it means we can't just binge watch them. We get something new every single week, which I'm so excited about. And look, we've got here Taylor Swift performing 1989. Tortured Poets, that's her in Speak Now. Red. Reputation with the gold outfit, which obviously was only added in the final leg of the Eras Tour, which we're obviously going to see now in the movie. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour final show, which is obviously going to include the Tortured Poets department set, which I'm so excited about. That one is being filmed from Vancouver, which we've known for ages they were filming on that final night, and now we know the reason. We've got a moment from Red there, a moment from Vigilante again, featuring for the first time, and that of course is the Tortured Poets department set there straight after So High School. The Tortured Poets department, we've got a moment from Fortnite there, a moment from I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, a moment from Who's Afraid of Little Old Me and Down Bad. December 12th, which is when we are getting the first 2 episodes of the Eras Tour documentary, The End of an Era, and the brand new movie, The Eras Tour, The Final Show, with the Tortured Poets department. We finally get to see the bath. She's been speaking loads about this, how after each Eras Tour show she would just have an ice cold bath, and this is the reality of what she would be doing. She'd have to mentally prepare herself to just let it all go and then do it all again the next day. The amount of exhaustion that must have had on her, and of course that is relating to the life of a showgirl, the fate of Ophelia, that imagery of the bath that we see at the end of that music video, that we see on the album cover, that we see in that famous painting. It's all coming full circle. I'm really glad that we're going to see those moments, those maybe more darker and sadder and more isolating moments that we didn't get to see necessarily on the life of a showgirl, because that was all bright and fun and poppy, and maybe that's why we're getting this docuseries, so that we can see the more darker side. So I'm very excited for that. So that was every single frame, clip by clip, from the Eras Tour documentary trailer, and analysing each moment. What do you think about this trailer? Are you excited for this new docuseries? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and as always, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.